The surf's up from Southern California. JT Custom Q just arrived in our inventory here at Crossroad Q's. We always get excited when we get a custom Q in from JT. JT from Oceanside, California. JT's real name, of course, is Jeremy Thomas. We are an exclusive dealer of his Qs, and we are very fortunate and always excited when he has the time to make us a Q. He's usually really busy with his own orders. JT is a super cool guy, not just because he's from Southern Cal. That's one of the reasons that make him cool, of course, but he has extremely good taste, and I will tell you this, he puts extra work and does everything with a fine tooth comb. I mean, he just goes over every single aspect of the Q. If I'm going to brag about how clean some of these Qs are, this is one of the guys right here that rank all the way up there, and they definitely rank up high in the conversation because JT does everything that you're looking at here from a one-man shop, again in Oceanside, California. He always picks really cool woods. And if you haven't noticed yet, and I'm going to tell you some details about these rings, his ring work is just dynamic. He's got really cool taste, okay? But all of that aside, the first time I ever hit a ball with a JTQ, I was extremely impressed, and it impresses me every time. By the way, look at that Kielwood shaft. He calls them roasted maple, but look at that thing. It's just super dark. I had him make me one before. So a good friend of mine that also lives in Southern California, that's a Q collector, good friend and client of mine, told me years ago, he goes, man, there's this local guy from Oceanside. He makes just incredible Qs. He does a really good job. And he said, man, the guy's stuff plays fantastic. He's extremely well known all over California. Now we've shipped his Qs all over. So I was able to get in touch with Jeremy. We struck it off right away. He is now a good friend, and I cannot speak highly enough about his work. Now I know it's hard sometimes for you to really see stuff up close, but what I'm looking at is some of the best finish work that I believe you'll find in a Q. Okay, so not only are the points straight, the ring work is on point, the wood is also extremely good quality wood, and I'm going to get into that with you in a minute, but I cannot emphasize how nice his finish is, okay? The clear on the Q is just, it looks like glass. That's the best way that I could describe it, and it's always like that. He uses a 3/8 modified pin. I'm going to go over some details with you really quick. If you're watching this video, JT's Qs always sell out really fast, so make sure you check in with us on the contact form on our website. He's always cool about giving us an LOA with the Q, so I'm just going to read right off of this for you, okay? It says that the forearm of the Q is African Wenge, so you have an African Wenge front with 4 sharp curly maple points on a Wenge handle. You know we like to call it a slick handle. How about that one right there, right? Okay, so you also have a maple core, okay? So the Wenge handle is built on a roasted maple core. The butt sleeve is curly maple. You have a jet black linen micarta collar with 8 stitch decorative ring sets in all positions, okay? The ring sets are .040. How detailed is he? Okay, now watch this. These ring sets are teal and blue sycamore veneered stitch into black linen micarta. Look at that. Look at those ring sets. You can get better pictures. If you want to look at some high quality pictures, check out our website, crossroadqs.com. But take a look right there at what we're talking about up close. And then you have matching figured dark roasted maple shaft. Okay, we call it a Kielwood shaft. He's got a stretch pro taper It also has a blue snakeskin Juma and brown Micarta ferrule and an ultra skin medium tip. The shaft is 12.75, the butt weighs 14.6, 3.5 ounce on the shaft. And then you have a polished stainless steel modified 3/8 10 pin. Look at that right there. I'm going to spin it one more time for you. But how about that tricked out ring work right there? Is that rad or what? Boom shakalaka. JT Custom Q, brand new, unchalked, unplayed. If you want to see some better pictures once it loads to the website, if it makes it that far, it will be on the website, crossroadcues.com. 100% money back guarantee, not just on the way it looks and the quality. That's obvious. You can see that a mile away. Look how he did that really cool looking ferrule underneath there. How neat is that? But I'll give you a money back guarantee. If you don't like the way this one plays, you can ship it back. Not only will I refund your money, but I will also pay the shipping. That's how confident I am in this guy's work right here. JT Custom Q, check him out from Oceanside, California. And by the way, this Q is actually 58.5 inches, even split. 58.5 inches, even split. Again, 8-stitch teal blue into black, LBM between the teal, blue, purple, and black on those ring sets. Straight up fire right there. JT Custom Q. If you need some financing, we have financing options available on our website, crossroadcues.com.